up, folks, and welcome back. So It Chapter 2 follows the Losers Club after 27 years. Of course, they're all grown up, and they get roped right back into Derry to once again fight the demonic Pennywise once and for all. So get all of the positives, guys. The cast was decent. You get amazing talent such as Jessica Chastain, James McAvoy, Bill Hader, and of course, Bill Skarsgård returned as the ever so terrifying Pennywise. And as with the first one, he gave a terrific performance, is what you'd expect. He played a fantastic Pennywise. Also, they go more into the lore of what this thing is. You get to find out more of what Pennywise is. You find out that it's been here for 1,000,000 years or something like that. It was pretty interesting. Plus, you get a cameo by Stephen King himself. That was a shocker. And he delivered a couple of funny lines. The cinematography and lighting was done pretty well. Like with the first one, it was light mixed in with that creepy vibe. Of course, this film is set 27 years later, so naturally there will be a little bit of a change there. Plus, the special effects wasn't bad either. It wasn't cheesy. It was pretty awesome. Plus, they upped the gore a little bit too, which made it pretty cool as well. This film was made for a little more, but I think that stems from the adult actors because they cost a little more. Speaking of the actors, the younger actors that played the first one to return in this one, because there was a time jump in the first one that happened, and you actually get to find out what happened in that time jump in this. Although they had to de-age the younger actors that played the Losers Club in the first one. They got them back, but 2 years has passed since the last one. So they have grown a little bit since then. So they had to de-age their face a little bit. But the scenes that they were in, just like the first one, it was pretty funny. It was pretty good. They explored more of what they didn't show in the first. And I like that aspect of it. And moving on to my mix about McAvoy, I like him as an actor. But at first, when this movie started, when it first showed him as Billy, I couldn't quite get into him. His character just didn't really match. But I didn't hate it, though. That feeling did not last long. It didn't last until the second act, and then that's when I started getting into him. So see, it was a little rough there at first, but I got into McAvoy's portrayal of that character pretty fast. I'm just saying, it was a little rocky there at first. The direction was fair. The first director returns for this, Andy Muschietti, and he made a really fantastic first film. But in this, it was good for a sequel, for a continuation. But the pacing, this was the longest horror movie ever made. Clocks in at 2 hours and 49 minutes. A lot of the scenes in there, I get it had to happen, especially between the younger characters and the character build-up, but it just felt slow at times. I just felt like some of it could have been trimmed down just a little. But again, I understand you had to have all those scenes. I think of this as how Avengers Endgame was. How you had to have all that nostalgic area in that one, but it all paid off in the third act. I felt like it went the same way with this. And it did definitely pay off in the third act. Plus, the jump scares didn't really work for me as well as the first one did. And I think that's because the first one was told through a child's perspective. But I think it just boils down to this film's length and the certain pacing unnecessities. My final thoughts, though it didn't quite live up, it didn't have as much heart that the first one did, but then what sequel does, it still was a pretty satisfying closing to one of Stephen King's masterpiece remakes. I was still satisfied with the final product. It was a fair and decent ending. I'm giving the film a C+. So, It Chapter 2. Did you go see it yet? What did you think of it? Leave me your comment down below and give me your thoughts. Make sure to like, subscribe, get reputized by clicking that bell icon and click all so you don't miss all of my posts. Stay tuned for more videos and reviews coming soon to a computer screen or a cell phone near you. Peace the rip out.